You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are grey. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Window by Joe Lumber. As June sat in her recliner chair, she couldn't help but notice a large splattering of bird muck that had appeared. It certainly brought something new to the rather repetitive view of the road and house opposite, but she wished she could get outside and give it a good rinse and wipe. Best not now. So many things had become more slovenly. Weeds longer than ever before, dandelion clocks springing up everywhere, and bits of litter fluttering by. The familiar sight June had been waiting for soon arrived. Nathan came through the gate and stood in front of the window. June felt her whole face embrace a smile, and the riveting study of bird mess was overshadowed by Nathan's hand outstretched on the glass.
All right, Gran. I got your stuff.
Watch where you put in your hand. You'll have to disinfect twice over.
Oh, yeah. Do you want me to sort it out?
I can't hear you. I wondered if you clean it off for me.
No problem, Gran. Hey, Gran. What do you reckon?
He removed his cap and waited for the response.
What on earth you done to your hair?
Said June, staring at the dramatic makeover.
I was bored. It'll grow back. I quite like it.
You look like a budgie.
It's called Tropical Agua. It will wash out.
What will that girl of yours make of it?
I told you before, Gran. Gemma's just a mate.
You want to take her up the pictures? And make sure you pay for her ticket. Best keep your cap on for now, though.
We're not going out, Gran. We just get the bus to college together. Well, we did before everything stopped.
Mind you, seems anything goes these days. I saw a chap on telly wanting to marry his Alsatian. Whatever happened to courting? Your granddad took me to the pictures every Saturday night before we was married. Always bought me flowers and a packet of pockets to share.
A what?
I said he gave me flowers and a pocket of puppets to share.
Nathan never wanted to mock his beloved grandmother. To ease the need to laugh, he then mimed out his words as he spoke.
I'll come back later and sort the window. And I'll leave the carrier bag on the doorstep. Doorstep.
What are you doing now, you daft so-and-so?
I got most things, but couldn't find corned beef, so I got ham instead. Ham. And tinned pears, not peaches.
I'll have a corned beef and tomato sandwich for lunch.
Lockdown had turned minutes into hours, yet hours into minutes. The days of the week became a guessing game as time jumbled. The net curtains of June's front room were now pulled back and tied in place to take the indoor out, in addition to bringing the outdoors in. The window became a second television, where the programmes didn't change much, but allowed June to channel hop inside her head. She remembered how her husband Frank sat in the same spot in his later months, watching the world outside move slowly. She remembered the view from the B&B window, on honeymoon in the English Riviera. She remembered the frosted glass panel on the front door of their first home together, the window that let light into their private haven, but was closed to outside eyes. She remembered the dress in the shop window display, how she'd stopped to look at it on the way home from the pictures, how Frank bought it with his dockyard Friday wages and gave it to her the following Saturday night. After a ham and tomato sandwich and a mug of tea, the rummaging began. Backs of cupboards and drawers, unseen for years, were at last touched again. The life of June, born in June, married in June, known as Flaming June when she and Frank rowed, but they always made up. Certificates of births, deaths and marriage, and of course, photographs. June scanned and searched until she found the one she wanted today. When Nathan returned to clean the window, June was ready waiting, with photograph in hand.
This is me and your granddad before we were married. That's the dress I told you about. You can't see it proper in black and white, but it was the brightest yellow. I thought your grandad looked like Marlon Brando.
Nathan reached into his back pocket and took out his mobile. After capturing the image, he set to task spraying and removing the offending dirt. June sat with the treasured photo on her lap and rested her eyes. The following afternoon, Nathan returned. He carefully positioned a picture and watched his grandmother's face.
Well, I never! How'd you get that?
June saw herself and Frank, no longer black and white, but now in vibrant colour. Her dress was brilliant sunshine.
Easy. I did it on the laptop, and this is for when you next go for a walk.
Nathan held the elastic straps of a fabric face mask.
Jem's been sewing them out of old clothes. She reckons that's the closest colour to your dress.
But I'm not going out.
Gran, you will. We'll go out together when you're ready. Oh, and one last thing. Here's a packet of poppets.
He propped the gifts against the windowsill and waved goodbye. June stared at the photograph through the glass. The colours brought the image back to life, recapturing youth, fun and hope. Her eyes were drawn to her then husband-to-be.
He's given Frank blue hair.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are grey. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamt I had you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken. So I hung my head and I cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are grey. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away.